Alrighty, howdy everybody. Rocky Mountain Blue Collar here, back again with a little bit more on the Ranger Danger project. And previous video for this project, we were working on the crossover bars. Yeah, in today's video, we're going to be installing this Apex Badland winch. I've seen some really good reviews on it. Yes, it is for 5,500 pounds, but that is okay because you can double that by looping it back around. So with that in mind, let's get started. Before we get started, please consider leaving a like and subscribing, as again, it helps out with the channel. Yeah, enjoy the video and the process of how I do this. So. But that will work. There, that means that ain't work. That amount lower. Slight predicament that I forgot. That bulges out a little bit more, which means I got to cut more off the edges, unless you can do it on an angle of sorts. Yep. Burnt a hole in my butt and my good pants too. Burnt a darn hole in my butt. Right in my good pants too. Well, I guess these are my welding pants now. Idea. That'll do just fine. Theoretically, I'd get it about there. There. That's not a bad spot, actually. I'm an idiot. hook it up. So, as you can tell, I've seemingly permanently welded that on there. Inhaled a lot of the fumes all at the same time. So, yeah, that's the lovely bit of that. So what I'm thinking is I'm going to weld another tube right between there for some extra support. I really don't want to weld that on there, but I have a feeling I might have to. Alright, so the GoPro's died, but this is about how it's looking right now. I got 2 bars, single bar coming up to there. I know the welds aren't great, so don't judge me too much for them, but that's probably the best I'm going to get for mounting the winch onto those brackets. I might even find some bolts and maybe something I can loop up and over these bars to give just a little bit more oomph. Like I said, this ain't great. This is really just temporary until I can get an official bumper for this truck. Alrighty, so this is day 2. The GoPro batteries died, so I got it all mounted on there, as you can kind of see here. I wish I had gotten the footage of how I did it, but I got those 2. I know I got some of the footage of welding the bracket all on there, but I didn't. Don't judge the welds. They're not clean. I couldn't get a brush in there to clean them. But I welded the mounting bracket on to these bars. I welded a couple more supports forwards, so when the weight of the vehicle, or the force, is coming forwards, there's some extra support there. But other than that, it actually mounted on there very nicely. As you can see, very nice hook up here. I really like it. I like that squared off look. Then I have the red Badland thing. I haven't had a chance to test it. I did free spool it, which is very simple. I pulled it all the way out, pulled it all the way back in, and it's roughly about 30-50 foot, somewhere in that ballpark. But this thing's really sturdy. I really like how it turned out. I really like the look of it. Y'all are gonna love how I mounted. So this is the controller mount or plug-in port. I wanted something that was accessible. I didn't have to open the hood and close it all the time, so I just did that. I just drilled a hole in the side where I could pop it in. I know it looks really goofy, but it's kind of a temporary, if not a permanent thing. So I think it looks alright. It's a little goofy, which explains me a little bit, but let me show you the inside. So this is the wiring. It's all a jumbled mess, I know. This is probably going to be a little bit more temporary. As you can kind of see, I've ran it all the way through, up behind here, up and over, and then I have it all jumbled together. This runs back through here. This is for the inside, so there's a switch that can go inside and hook up to this. I don't think I have enough cord to do that, and I don't have a lot of time right now, but I do have intentions on running that inside the truck at some point. So when I get around to doing that, I will probably make a video on that as well. So in the meantime, that's going to sit there. The controller is about 10 foot of line. So here's the solenoid. You got your red, or not your red to positive, black to negative, yellow to blue, and then blue, yellow. You can figure that out. Super easy install. The only thing that took all the time was this mounting, welding process. So this is supposed to go to your ignition, but I don't want to take apart my dash or find that wire, so I just plugged it into the positive. Works just fine. So, but in the meantime, that is my winch mounting DIY setup, however you want to word it. Yeah, please leave a like and subscribe. Thanks again. I'll catch you on the next one.